Well, hello there and welcome to the stream here on the first live direct Facebook that I have been on for quite some time here. Welcome to Wednesday the 29th of September 2021. I'm just outside Shetland as the Isles. Actually, it's not. It's somewhere looking around Chalkstone Way. Now, let's, of course, continue with our walk here, and let's hope the battery holds out. Who knows, but if not, I've got an external battery to help pull us along. So welcome to touring with us, heading up towards the Chalkstone Way very, very slowly. There's two sections here of this part of Eringhausen, two sort of Shetland as the Isles. So yeah, it's very windy here. You'll probably hear that, so that is why I'm shouting a little bit louder. Wow, that wind is very strong. But yeah, I'm heading towards the top of the hill, and hopefully things will get a little bit easier. And if you're watching on YouTube on the replay, massive hello to you. And as always, donations are welcome and kindly appreciated for what we do and the hard work that we do by doing these wonderful walks. Well, wonderful, as we hope that you enjoy them. So we're coming up the hill, and let's hope the wind dies down a little bit later on. It's slightly later live stream than before, so if you're watching live, massive hello to you. This is without sharing the live stream here, but more people might tune in on a replay kind of sort of note. So yeah, the whole of this live will be available on YouTube. So two bus stops here. Let me just pause for a second, wait for the wind to die down for a little bit. But yeah, there's two bus stops each side here, but it's only the Chalkstone Way bus stop, which none of the stagecoach or the I would say Stevenson's buses, which run from Hayville to Bury, and of course stagecoach being from Hayville to Cambridge, none of those actually come up this route, unless, sorry about the signal here by the way, because it's a bit jolty at the moment, but yeah, none of those stagecoach or Stevenson's actually come up here. The Couples Primary School is just round the corner if you don't know Hayville very well. Hello to Carl Green, thank you very much for sticking by, and I don't know how long this live is going to be, hopefully no more than an hour. And this is an old looking post box. It's been standing here for God knows how long. Let me know in the comments if you know. But these are the actual Monday to Friday times at the moment, Saturday being at 11:15 AM. So the last collection time is 5:30 PM. So yeah, the sun is coming out now as I move away from that, and hopefully the wind dies down. Oh, isn't that better? Just for a minute. But yeah, this is the other part of Shetland as the Isles Road. Feels like we're in Scotland actually. But yeah, it's called the Willsey Estate. As you see, there's cars coming through here. And there's another section, by the way, just down there, you know. And of course, it sort of goes in a block. And that's where, of course, the main Chalkstone Way bus actually goes around this area, almost like an Eringhausen area. So yeah, look at these signs, brand new signs. They look like they're new. Don't know how long they've been put there, but yeah, if you look at the other signs down the other end, actually they're much older, or they appear to be. So yeah, let's walk along here, and hopefully we get a bit of straight road. And I hope to go to a little area that will be quite nice to see, actually. So yeah, I'm walking on this side of the road here. The reason being because I'd like to show you some updates of things on that particular note. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give my hand a rest here on that particular note. Bear in mind the gimbal I'm using sometimes is a little bit on the wobbly side, so you have to bear with me on that. So I'm gonna have to go very slowly. The wind is getting up here, as you can hear in the background, and I'm trying to keep a straight face on the camera here. Haven't done this walk for quite some time, actually. So yeah, hopefully we'll get on the straight bit in a little bit. It's the windiest time of the year here, and it's probably the worst time of the year to actually come up this direction. Well, I'm glad I'm getting to travel back, because I don't really want to walk this day, this day walk as I'm doing here. I don't really want to walk this sort of every day, because it will be a sort of horrendous walk, I tell you, especially when the wind is getting up. And my yeah, I won't say, because it's actually quite not appropriate at the moment. Yeah, just forget it for now. But anyway, we're getting there now, and of course there's a new estate at the back of the Willsey being here. I did say Shetland has the Isles though, didn't I? So yeah, lots of daisies on the ground here, even at this time of the year. Maybe the last warmest day of September. And by the way, you are joining us here on, I would say, Wednesday the 29th of September 2021, and welcome to touring with us. And that's what we're all about. We do other places other than the same places all the time. We are in actually Haverhill, so yeah, thank you to those who have tuned in live, even if you're watching here and there. We were originally going to be 2:30 p.m. this afternoon, but of course we had to get our equipment ready as per usual, so we have to just continue it this way. I have to go slowly, by the way, because of the camera. So yeah, I'm looking at the camera and looking straight forward at the same time, which can be a bit difficult if you're a videographer doing a live on a walk. You know, I wonder how many videographers have these gimbals and get really achy arms with holding the camera for a long time. That's why, hence, obviously, they only do it for an hour. Hence, or that is why, I don't know which way you want to put it. There is a Subway just here, which is not a sandwich shop, but it's a sort of path that goes underneath the road and it ends up over there. Quite useful to know that, actually. So these houses have been put here, of course, maybe a few years ago, actually, in 2029. No, not 2029, what am I talking about? 2019. That was the year I saw Jim Davidson, actually. To be honest with you out there, I've got to be honest. And let us know what the signal's like. It's very key that you let us know the signal sort of issues that might occur. I'm now on a straight bit, so of course let's hope the camera can stay straight as well at the same time, because it's not easy to hold it whilst I'm talking, but yeah, I'm having to pull myself up as well at the same time. But yeah, often people can be seen playing, of course, football here. No one is today because it's probably too windy and there's no goals to go with it, but they just generally muck around. It's a nice green, isn't it? Nice looking houses here, you'll see, talking about houses, something that of course may be useful in future generations to come when walking down this route. The wind might actually make my camera a bit sort of jolty, so bear that in mind. I thought I'd do a Facebook Live for a change, because I haven't done a Facebook Live for quite some time actually. So I thought I'd do this, but it still will be on the replay of YouTube, so we won't lose our YouTube viewers. Green Road we're coming up to, that's the name of the road. Very nicely signposted there. Now there is a walk place just to the right. I have to be careful there because there's literally a car just behind me. Just to prove that point, there is a car and it's heading towards that way, heading towards where I'm about to show you in just a little bit. The sun is beautiful from here, I have to say. It's gorgeous, isn't it? So yeah, sometimes we welcome people on our walks, and Julian is just following me behind me. Doesn't want to be in the shot, he's just following me and making sure I'm okay, I'm not falling over, that kind of thing. So there is a footpath here. We once did a video here, or live here, walking down this direction here and heading towards actually the other side of the road, of course. Hello. yeah, you're on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, touring with us, check us out, thank you. So yeah, like I say, yeah, got interrupted there by people on bikes. Yeah, it's just those people over there. Can I zoom in just to show you there? There you go, there they are. They're probably going to give us away with it as I pass down that way. But yeah, as I was saying, of course, we did a video once of the, of course, old-fashioned Red Lion. Not Red Lion, I'm getting it mixed up with Sturmer. No, the rising sun that used to be on the other side of Hayville there, which is now a roundabout. So it's in that sort of direction. So we walked along here, and there's a pond down there, and it's definitely worth checking out. I think we did it in our first ever videos of exploring places or something like that, very similar. But yeah, we did videos for We Love East Anglia, which we are connected to actually. So yeah, any comments that do come in, and they'll be listed down here, and we'll give you a shout out. And just a shout out to those people who were on bicycles but they've whizzed on. So yeah, it's nice to hear that people are interested in YouTubers. So yeah. And when you do get the interest in YouTubers, as in viewers, or them telling us about YouTubers, then of course it's very nice. It helps build the channel. We've got over 200 subscribers, so that's good. It leaps up and down, but of course we expect that from time to time. That's when you're starting out kind of thing. People are either going to like you, or you're not going to be liked, or you're going to be liked. Something like that. Hopefully that makes a lot of sense. It's Nick Coffey here, and Julian Spoons is behind me. He comes on my walk occasionally, but he's a bit shy to come on at the moment. So yeah, he's probably gone racing ahead like he usually does. But yeah, I'm supposed to catch him up somewhere, but he's actually literally behind me. But yeah, anyway, that's another thing altogether. The wind's getting really up, and it's quite strong here, so I'm going to have to shout my loudest here. By the way, there used to be a bus stop here many years ago. It's not no longer here. Well, actually, it's no longer here. My words are not going quite the way that I want them today, but there is actually a bus stop here. So basically, what I'm saying, just in case you're watching on the highlights, this used to be a bus stop many years ago. I can't remember how long ago it was, but it definitely was, back in my day, a bus stop. They took it down, the council, many years ago. So we're walking down on this side of the road. The reason being, Of course, not that I don't want to show the houses, but of course I would personally say it's not a really great thing to see, although these houses have actually been here for quite some time. So yeah, welcome along to the channel. If you are just switching on, this is Touring with Us, and look at it here. We can see a better view here. You're seeing a better view than me. So yeah, this is what it looks like at the moment. There's houses being built, as in built on this side of the road here, and of course it's due to go and expand to the other side up towards Keddington, which is the village just outside Haverhill. So if you've never seen Keddington before, apparently it's got good signal down there, which is quite nice to hear. So Julian is tuned in actually. Oh, you beat me to it down there. I was actually telling people he was behind me actually, and you were behind me, but you sort of decided to go the other way. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. A bit of building work, that's correct, Julian. So yeah, thank you very much, Julian, for tuning in, watching probably from Haverhill somewhere, and I will catch you up in a moment. The wind is getting up here, so if you're experiencing wind, just expect it. You can see a little bit of the diggers over there, and let me kind of like zoom in. You can see for yourself. You don't often get this view from the naked eye, so I thought I'd show it to you. And I've got to zoom back here. It's an awkward zoom here. I'm sorry about the signal here. It will sort itself. Are we back now? So yeah, it's gone a bit stuttery sometimes. It's the signal in this area, so of course hopefully it resets itself, and of course so far it is. Unlike it did in Bury St Edmunds recently when I went underneath the tunnel, it completely went reconnecting itself. So I'm using 4G here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course there's a police system in operation, so don't enter the building because you could get a brick falling on your head. So definitely recommended that you don't go inside there whilst they're doing building work. For those kids watching out there, definitely good, sensible family advice there. So yeah, how many of you tuned in? Where are you tuned in? And are you enjoying this video so far? This is the first time you've actually seen it, or maybe a new viewer to the channel. Doing a Facebook Live for a change here. We were originally going to be at 2:30 p.m, but we decided to be at 3:30, or just after. We started actually 35 minutes past 3, but it doesn't matter, we're here. That's the main thing. So yeah, we're walking down Chalkstone Way. We're hoping to end up in Eringhausen Way, which of course will be an extraordinary walk for me because I haven't actually done it for quite some while. We will check out the Haverhill Rovers in just a little bit as well. We might even go in that sort of direction. There's plenty of things to see in this area. Let's hope that you agree as well. Needs a path on this. Yes, you are right, Julian. By the way, if anybody's watching on the replay on YouTube or any other available source, could be Twitter for all we know, because we do have a Twitter account, but we can only go direct on Twitter. We can't actually, of course, download it for YouTube. But of course, if I'm talking to people on the live stream, then I'm talking to people on the chat. Okay, and you can comment after the video has been put up. Hopefully you get to see it later on. But yeah, you can whiz anytime you like when you see the replay as well. Loads of children around. You can hear that in the background because the sound probably will pick it up better than it would do on StreamYard. So yeah, you can see the gates are closed at the moment. So at the moment, well, I'll just repeat myself again. At the moment, not going to say it again, but you can see the builders working there. They're probably on their tea break. But yeah, it's not open to the public. They want to give us away because, yeah, it's touring with us. They like a bit of publicity here because they want to show people that they're doing our work, which they probably are. Watch out for the mud here, so I'm going to have to walk around it. No doubt I'll probably see a bus on the half hour. Last time it was a green bus, and I don't know who the driver was actually, because I'm quite familiar with bus drivers. But anyway, so no parking or walking on Chalkstone Way. Why is that? You can't walk on Chalkstone Way. So that's quite strange, isn't it? I'm doing it. So yeah, I don't know what they mean by that, but yeah, let us know in the comments if you know. Let us know if the signal's okay. The cloud is sort of building up here. It's almost as if it's going to rain in a minute, but hopefully it won't. Although forecasters said it was going to be quite a nice day today, but it's quite windy on that note. So if you're experiencing wind, we do apologise. I have to try and shout as loud as I can when it's windy, but not too loud, obviously. Don't want to disturb the neighbours. Not at this time of day. Anyway, so like I say, I'm going very, very slowly here. This is, of course, coming towards Millfields Way. I didn't actually realise Millfields Way is part of this road here, which actually goes down in a dip. It's really strenuous to walk up this bit. Well, it's very difficult to walk up the hill the opposite direction. So yeah, if you're a fit person, then you don't mind walking up and down. But I don't see many people walking down this route, so it's quite quiet at the moment. So yeah, this is where the 13 bus heads towards. There is a bus stop on the left hand side, so do bear with me. I'm going to have to shout here. By the way, what they are doing on the other side is basically what you can see from here. They are building the Red Row, actually. I can't get my words right now. Red Row housing estate. Yay! Is that someone I know over there? It might be Keith Easton, I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely someone that waved to us here. Motorbikes. They love a bit of publicity, motorbikes do as well. So yeah, now released for sale. Parkland and Great Willsey Park it's going to be, actually, the Parkland and Great Willsey Park. So remember where you saw that. So yeah, the diggers are there, probably on their break time, but they look like they're working to me. Julian likes a good look at diggers, so of course I'll try and zoom in for you if I can, if I must. There you go. It's not often you get to see a view of this, so when you do, it's quite nice indeed. So there we go. That's what it's going to be. The Parkland at Great Willsey Park. Okay, that's what this whole section is going to apparently be, according to that. And it's going to be new houses, new road has been put there. So I just thought I wanted to show it today and make sure you make the most of it, because by the next time I come down here, improvements of this house could be of essence. And of course, you know, whether it's a good thing or not, you know, it's a debatable thing. But the thing is, of course, it could cause a lot of debate whether they want extra houses. Thing is, it's good to have houses, but on the other side, you've got to have jobs to go with it. So of course, there's no point in having houses unless you've got lots of jobs. So let's create lots of jobs. Probably people will start doing videographing for sort of a living one day and try it for themselves. Why not give it a go? You know, it's definitely worth it. I actually started doing this through a videographer. So, you know, videographer through lockdown, and of course it was amazing that I got intrigued to do it further. Well, we started doing videos anyway through exploring places. We might bring that back, actually, exploring places, just as an exclusive, maybe a video version on behalf of touring with us. So that'd be nice. So there's a footpath here, not a foot massage parlour, Julian, if you're still tuned in. So yeah, the path leads down towards that way. I think you've got an idea where it leads to, but yeah, I don't really fancy walking it today. So let's have a look from this view here. It's absolutely amazing. There's a bus stop here on that side. Leonard is tuned in. Hello, you're our YouTube star from yesterday. He's tuning in, and of course there is an advance warning, by the way. Drainage works commence here under three-way traffic lights from the 11th of the 10th 2021 to 26th of the 11th, otherwise known as November 2021. M. Anderson Construction, and there's a telephone number for more information: 07969 181 395. There you go. And it's got a permit number as well down there as well. If I zoom in, you'll know the exact details that I've been talking about. So there you go. I don't know quite what they're doing really. It just says drainage works. If you want to know more details about all this, by the way, make sure that you actually yeah, good afternoon, Nick and Julian. Well, actually, Julian has gone whizzing on. He was behind me, but he went downtown somewhere. But yeah, I'm sure he has been following me all the way, in spirit anyway. So, spirit and in life. So, yes, what I was going to say is that it's worth checking up online on the council site where these sort of advance warnings are, and men digging, all sorts of things online, and it tells you when they're due to be completed. So if you go to like the Suffolk County Council website, I think it's that one, because they deal with roadworks. So yeah, something that I didn't know about until maybe a year ago or so, when I used to check out what the roadworks were up to, because the bus drivers don't actually know a lot of the times, especially when they come down this route. So yeah, hello to you, Leonard, watching probably in Enfield by the time you've seen this. This is Westfield Primary Academy. Pronounce that well, getting better at my pronunciations. Probably get some more waves in a minute from people and passers-by, because there's a lot of cars that do come over here, and I've probably got an idea they've got petrol as well, otherwise they wouldn't be driving around. So obviously there is plenty of petrol around. If you want to check out our latest petrol crisis reports from 2 garages, feel free to do so. One, of course, being of SO Garage, which used to be Cost Cutters and still is Budgeons, and it used to be Budgeons alone, and Jets, which is Cost Cutters. I think it used to be Budgeons, and of course BP back in the day as well. So 2 of those reports have been put up. If there's any more, we'll obviously let you know, and you'll probably be able to discover it. I won't be going too far into the school, I won't be going in that direction, but there is a path here which will take you up onto the Hayville Rovers here. There's Hayville Town at Mottsfield, where I've shown many a times, Mottsfield, and I want to start doing a Mottsfield live again, because some of the coverage wasn't great, you know, the signal wasn't great. So yeah, walking up here, and hopefully the battery will stay with us, and bear with us if the battery is on low, like 20% or something like that, and I will pause for a bit whilst I boost the battery up with the charger, because it's a bit awkward holding the camera with the battery sometimes, and you have to rely on it to keep going. And as always, of course, Donations are greatly received, as we mentioned on our normal shows. We've got a Q&A tonight, and it's going to be exciting. It's our usual night, and hopefully we get a good signal and it stays with us. That's the main thing. You can see that cloud here. Look at that. It looks nice like that, looking at it at home, but of course it's very fresh. Feels like it's a rain cloud there. It is actually spitting now, so I'm going to have to be very quick here. I'm going to walk up these steps very slowly as well. It's getting a bit dark as well, but actually the camera automatically made it bright. Isn't that strange? Don't even have to turn the light on. There is a light on somewhere. So slowly and calmly, and the wind is getting up as I do this, so I'm glad to shout as loud as possible, ladies and gentlemen. So it's no good if you've got a quiet voice. So this isn't the best time to do it, but of course, because we're probably on a hill, the wind will probably die down in a minute. But just look at the pictures and forget the wind. The wind is quite strong today, you're absolutely right. But it's not affecting the signal, which is quite strange. So yeah, let's have a look. So yeah, you'll see it better than I can here. And yeah, this is the main Haverhill Rovers here. Can anyone see it? Can you see it better than I can? What a fantastic view of the stadium there. It's brilliant to see, isn't it? Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologise about coming off as we have been doing that all week. I know a lot of people have been really frustrated with that, but of course it's our signal up here in this location, okay, and I want to continue to walk here and I won't give up, okay, and the only way we can continue here is tell you what of course we have been getting up to and where we are now, just literally outside the Haverhill Rovers football pitch here, and we're going to show it to you again. And we're in the car park here, and welcome back. If Leonard is watching, then welcome back to the stream here. You'll see a fantastic view here. I don't know if you can see the actual area. I can actually see it myself a little bit better. So yeah, it's such a wonderful view of Haverhill Rovers there. It's just amazing. Always think someone's behind me when there isn't. So welcome back to the stream here, and of course it was absolutely windy. I was on low battery and it was just awful. It's not easy to reset the stream, so we have to go on to a second stream. So yeah, I'm sure Leonard will be aware of that. And it is still quite windy and it's getting up very strong, even though it's sunny just to the left. I just wanted to show you a bit of the sun here as we're walking through some area of the car park. There's another car park here, but I believe this is where cars can park here as well. So we're going to get another angle of the Haverhill Rovers here. Somebody wanted to see that a bit more often. So yeah, that's the main stand over there, I believe, over there. I believe it's £6 to get in. I don't know if it's changed since now, but of course up to this date, that's as far as I know how much it is to get into Haverhill Rovers. The joys of live streaming, absolutely. But yeah, the signal is okay now for the time being. It was actually showing no service when I switched on my phone. It completely just went blank. Got no idea and no explanation of what the reason behind that. Maybe a ghost kind of like destroyed me or something. But yeah, doesn't want me to do these live streams, but of course a lot of people that watch us do. So what is it that you was having problems with on the liking system yesterday? I don't know. I hope it's sorted out now. Hopefully you can put the thumbs up again, and a lot of people have been putting thumbs down, which means they've been watching the live stream. So yeah, there's another pitch on the other side, so we'll walk through this car park here. It's obviously a big one, including the one which you just literally just seen there. So yeah, I'm sure I went up here before and we interviewed a couple of people, but yeah, I don't know where that video's gone now. I don't know if it's been taken down, but anyway, this is the main Haverhill Rovers building here, the famous one of Haverhill itself. Some people say a famous stadium. I don't know how famous Haverhill is. It's probably a small non-league kind of team. You've got all sorts of sports areas here. You can see people training here, and you can see it's a car park here. And of course this is actually an area which I wanted to show actually a bit more in detail. It's got Slimming World there. I don't know if they are back now, and they might well be back. I used to do that until lockdown came through, and I sort of wanted to do my own exercise in the end. And you know, lockdown obviously didn't help, but of course there's a map here and it shows you exactly where we are. I hope it does anyway. But we are probably around about Chalkstone playing field is probably roughly where we are. It doesn't actually say, because it's probably an old map here. So literally you've been walking all the way from here, Shetland does the Isles, and coming through this way. And I'll probably end up coming back this way and then coming back down to Millfields Way, somewhere along the lines, and hoping to end towards that way. And that's probably where we're going to end the walk. Hopefully the wind will be on our side and there won't be any sort of way that the stream will get cut off. Hopefully not. But yeah, this is the Football Association bit. Respect. What does respect mean? Does it mean a good thumbs up? Yeah, I guess that's what it is. You can see the Haverhill Rovers sign over there. I can actually have the facility of zooming in. You can actually see that for yourself there, just for a little bit. It's also a place where you can hire for discos and weddings, and it's got a bar inside it. It's quite nice actually, and it's got a Haverhill Community Sports Association just there. Okay, and there are toilets in here, and I can actually tell you they have got the hall just to the right there. You can't really see it much, but of course it's the New Croft. So lots of things on here to look at, and all sorts of things really. Don't know if you can see that very quickly, but of course you've got your first team, reserves, community team, ladies under 18, girls 1v11, Eastern Junior Alliance 11 versus Colts, CLOTS, and boys versus girls 9v9, and mini soccer boys and girls, Saturday soccer school, mini kickers, and football camps, and player development centre, and school clubs. That's what it says basically on there. And walking football, never heard of that one before. Walking football, that must be the hardest ever sort of thing you could do as a sport. So there you go, these are the New Croft safeguarding team there. Got Lisa Shalver, Peter Betts, Sophie Gray, Barbara Jones, Kaylee Steed, and Sarah Camfield. Again, respect down there. What a stadium this is. Wouldn't it be nice to go inside and do a detour one day, having a look round? Maybe we could do that one day. But yeah, there's some lovely benches you can actually sit out here, which is nice. This is the Chalkstone playing field, by the way. This is where we had the interview before with two people there, which was quite a nice interview back in the time there. So yeah, you've got another AstroTurf just behind it, which is quite useful. So this is the main stand itself here, and the floodlights, very spectacular. So it's quite nice indeed. You're going to get these hostile looks sometimes when you do these videographic things, and you know, if you do videos like this, you're probably going to have to expect that, because you know, they're going to think, are you filming, are you not filming? But sometimes people just walk past you. So yeah, the Hayville Community Sports Association is there. So I'll repeat that again, that's Hayville Community Sports Association, Premier League and the FA Facilities Fund. So that's quite good. So that's who provides it, the main FA. So of course, just to prove that point, Chalkstone playing field probably belongs to the council, parks and landscape. So yeah, I'll just turn around and do a detour quickly. This is the view from the gate itself, the main car park. Okay, the Clinia hub there, it does actually say over there. So there you go, the Hayville Rovers Football Club sign. Useful to know about. Found it. What did you find? What, the thumbs up bit? Amazing stuff. So there we have it. So yeah, this is Chalkstone Way, by the way. By the way, it's Chalkstone Way. Yeah, advertisement for the swimming world if you want to lose weight. Monday to Tuesday, Joe does that one, and Tanya on Wednesday. Here every week. I thought they was going to phone me up actually and tell me that they'd come back, but they never did. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. It's a bit strange, but there you go. We live in a strange world sometimes in that sort of aspect. So there's two bus stops on each side here. Let me just get myself organised, because I'm a little bit not organised. But anyway, yeah, without saying anything too rude. Yeah, I was going to say there's two bus stops, one on each side. Okay, you're talking about thumbs up, so great. Hopefully you'll be another star tonight, who knows. Let's see if we can get more viewers. It was sort of lacking yesterday, wasn't it, for some reason. I don't know where everybody was. I don't know if you've seen Linda Lewis, our new person that tunes in from time to time. I don't know what happened to her, but of course I don't know what happened to a few others, which was a bit of a surprise. Uncle Ken wasn't tuned in, Caro or Faro 27. Library Cat was tuned in yesterday. I'm just trying to remember who was tuned in, but yeah, I know Leonard was tuned in as well, because he was one of the star you got voted from us. So yeah, this is the bus stop on one side here. You can see it's definitely autumn, can't you? So yeah, I've got to go. Got to start cooking, catch up later. Hopefully you can join us about 8 PM. Okay, we'll say bye to you then, but we'll continue with the stream here, and maybe you can watch it on replay. Don't worry, because both streams will be added together. It'll take a little bit of time for me to do it, but it's one of those things I've got to do. Okay, so yeah, it will be available on replay anyway on this channel, or actually put together on YouTube. Just as well, we had two parts anyway, so it can be more enjoyable to actually watch as a whole on YouTube, on the replay. And you know, people would probably like to watch it in full completely now. There's another bus stop on the right hand side, very useful to know about that. And of course you can pick that up to go to the town. I'll probably end up coming back on a bus, like I always mention buses and all that kind of thing. There is a bush there. I wonder what goes on at night in there, but yeah, nothing to report, I don't think. Let's hope not anyway. But yeah, I think this used to be a road or some kind. I don't know what it is. The sun is now really glaring nicely now. Now there's an estate that is nice to have a look at, which I'll check out. And of course I'll walk this way. I have to be careful this way, because I'll tell you what, perhaps I can walk down this way. Because I'll tell you what, I just thought I'll walk down near Debden Road. You have to literally walk carefully here and look where you're going, because of course if you're walking towards the school, of course you've got this road here and it's quite dangerous during the winter, so just bear that in mind in the future. I'm quite sure of it. I've walked down here before and done a stream. I'm not quite sure about it, but of course maybe I have done in the past, but the signal seems to be fine at the moment. But we say goodbye to Leonard for now, but of course he will return later, and anything that he does misses, like anybody else, will be available to watch either on here or put together as it was in 2 parts today, which was a bit of a sad thing, but of course one of those things. These paths need updating, I have to say. Look at the state of them. Look a bit sorry for themselves, I have to say. Almost like potholes, aren't they? But yeah, it really needs to be updated. It's council for you, isn't it? So yeah, I know they do a fantastic job. I know they do, but of course they need to look at these paths as well, because people are paying for these. Paying for these councils to do these sort of jobs, and maybe they think it's not important, but some people probably think it is important, so there's 50-50 on that. Now, of course, I don't know whether to show you a fantastic view from the other side or to come down this way, but actually I thought, as it's sunny, there is a underpath here. Maybe I'll do a video of just the underpaths. Hopefully I'll get a chance to do that, because there was one in Bury where the actual signal went. Let's see if this signal goes, but of course, yeah, being under the tunnel, you expect it to go, and it can get flooded, so I'm not going to use it. It's quite sort of slippery actually at the moment. It's quite a tunnel you wouldn't actually end up going. Look at the state of it. I can actually show you it from here. The signal probably will go, but like I say, just look at that. Can't literally walk through it. It needs to be sort of sorted. There's graffiti on each side. There's the gym. Somebody's wrote that. I don't know what they're writing on the other side. Smiley face, I think. Look at that. They could do with putting some, that sort of artwork that's been dotted around, of course, beaches. I can't remember the name of it now, but anyway, this is where I'm stood now. I'm not going to go any further on that particular note, but I am going to continue with the live stream and walk up this section here. Now, these steps are quite dangerous to walk down if you're walking down quickly, so I wouldn't recommend it really for someone like myself, but of course maybe for someone really, really fit, they will be much suited to do that. So yeah, I personally don't know how long I've been doing this live today, but I'm going to try and do it very carefully as well. Again, these paths need updating for some reason, maybe to Windows 11. Apparently, talking about Windows 11 here, I would like to say a bit about that actually. I think it's going to be an update going around on the 5th of October. So anyone wanting to know, just in case they get a sudden sort of message on their screen to update their machines or laptops, whatever, I believe, of course, the laptops will be completely demolishing, of course, the Windows 10, and I believe the Windows 11 is a free upgrade. Well, something's got to be free on Microsoft. But anyway, personally, I don't agree with it all. I think they should stay as it is. They don't need to change it. It's all about money. So yeah, I know everything updates. I know I talk about updates with these paths here, but of course everything comes down to money anyway. So yeah, some people actually like Windows 11 upgrade and think it's a good idea, but others think it isn't. So I'm pretty much in the middle. I'm the middle wing, if you like, not right or left. Anyway, let's get back to matters of hand here. So you get a lovely view from the top there. I don't know if you saw it a minute ago, but of course I was literally stood over there, and of course you can see scaffolding on one of the houses there. But just imagine living down here. Anyway, so if you do live down here, it's definitely worth showing to the public. This is a little bit of an area which, of course, is not often seen by a lot of people of Haverhill, but of course maybe some people watching now will be will be interested in seeing this little bit which they don't often see. Well, we cater for everybody, we really do. And welcome to touring with us if you just tuned in, and let us know if the signal's clear, if the sound is okay, all those kind of things we need to know. So as always, donations welcome if you're watching on the YouTube, as well as anybody else, or anywhere else actually. I can't say my words sometimes today. It's a strange one, and I haven't been out doing this kind of thing for quite some time. There's loads of different pathways to the estates up there. It's not really that interesting, because it's actually going through someone's estate there, which we want to respect each privacies. Look at these actual trees and the sun to go behind it. It's a picture, isn't it? It's just lovely to see, isn't it? Especially on a nice day, I have to say. So yeah, I've pretty much taken a shortcut. So yeah, I don't think I'll end up going through Chalkstone Way. Instead, I'll probably cross over if I can, and I might use the underpath. Just look at these trees, they're beautiful to see when the sun is shining, just like that. Just wanted to show that to you. And I'll stay silent for a little bit, because actually, you know, it's nice to hear the birds singing, and it's nice to hear the peaceful area. It's so quiet down here. It's quite a quiet area of Haverhill actually. I don't hear much about it, not in the mainstream news anyway. It's a nice little field to go with it as well, nicely cut by the council each time. Well, it's got to be, isn't it? Otherwise we'd have overgrown grass, you know. So Dave is tuned in. Hello to you. Good evening, or good afternoon to you actually. Leonard had to go earlier, but it's nice that you are popping by to watch into us. Don't forget, of course, as always, people can subscribe to us on YouTube, and sometimes occasionally we do live streams, including walks and all these kind of talks and other things besides on our YouTube channel. But currently we're only doing it on StreamYard. The wind is getting up here, and we're live in Haverhill, by the way, just in case you're wondering. You are just switching on now. It's Nick Coffey with you, and just wanted to show my face for a little bit. So yeah, I'm just walking down this route here. I don't know if you can see me very well. I put the camera there. Oh, I nearly fell over there. But yeah, I'm probably going to try and head down the tunnel here. The tunnel at the top is too dangerous to go underneath. Unless you've got boots, it's definitely not worth it. So let's continue down here. So I thought I'd sort of go down this route, and I think there may be a chance for me to go underneath it, but there might be some people down there, so I don't really want to get in their way. So I'm going to have to cross the road down here. So we're walking down here. Don't want to get in their game way or get in their way of game. I was actually going to go underneath there. The signal might go anyway, but like I say, because it looks much more dry down there than it does up the top, I have to say. So what I'll do actually, I'll cut across here and let me just sort myself out. I'll get there in the end. Get there, get square, whatever you like to call it. So coming towards Millfields Way, which is quite a nice little area. So yeah, you have to be treading carefully here as you step down. So yeah, great stuff. Heading towards Millfields Way, the actual road itself has been here for quite some time. One goes this way where the number 15 goes. I believe the 14 goes in a different direction, doesn't come up here, but of course it's useful to know that where the Stevenson's, Hayville to Barris and Evans goes through here if you want to get down to town, and you'll have to pick it up just over in that sort of direction. So of course that's where of course you can pick up the bus in that direction. Okay, I'm gonna have to cross here very safely here. I know once someone got killed down here, so I have to tread carefully. See what I mean? There's cars coming down here, that's why they put humps down here. So you have to watch where you're going here. I couldn't literally go underneath the tunnel because the kids might see me, and I don't really want to film kids. Don't want to get in their way, basically. So yeah, Dave, has never seen you on here before, so thank you very much for sticking by. You can see one kid there popping by, but of course I just continue. That's what I mean, I didn't want to get on in their way. That's what I was talking about. But if I would have gone through the tunnel, I would have ended up this way, and maybe I'll do a tunnel walk on a video section, because then you can actually cut it out. It's something that ends up here, and you can see of course how old this tunnel is. The underneath path, it's almost like a sort of tunnel some kind, you know, like the underground of London, but of course probably not as big as that, and it definitely isn't big as that, like the underground trains I'm talking about. But yeah, like I say, we'll see it from another angle in just a little bit. So I'll come down this way and show you this little green area, and of course I've chosen a nice day to do it, just in case you haven't seen one of these before. Of course it's very useful to know you can use the underpath there, and it looks much more drier than it does on the other one up the top there. And I would personally say that it's definitely autumn. You can tell by the things on the ground here coming from the leaves, but some of the leaves haven't actually fallen yet, so that's quite useful to know, even though we are sort of still in autumn. But you can see some of the things are still on the floor. Now this path leads eventually to town, and you can see how well these trees have been planted. Very beautiful. If you live in this sort of estate around this area here, it's the Chalkstone estate that we're at. We've just cut across Millfields Way and probably end up at Eringhausen Way. Okay, you've got Kevin that has tuned into us before, but I've never seen Dave before. But hello to both of you anyway. Good afternoon to you all. If anybody wants to donate, as per usual, your donations are greatly received, and they go to Reach and Salvation Army and support our touring with us, and to keep us all going and keep you all entertained. It's very similar to buying Netflix, but the only difference is that you can sort of donate whenever you want. You don't have a contract, so that's always good. It's always good to have a bin there. We probably will go underneath one sort of pathway, which I probably have been before. So yeah, the reason why I'm not taking my camera to the right here, because it is a estate there. I really want to respect the privacy of people, so yeah, Lovely sunshine. It's almost like a sunset here in Haverhill, Suffolk, in the UK, just in case people get mixed up with Haverhill in America, for example, and that does occasionally happen. So yeah, we're taking you on a path that hopefully you'll sort of remember for many years and centuries to come, especially on a day like this here in September. Just in case you want to check all your calendars before you do, it is Wednesday the 29th of September 2021. If you don't believe me, now you can check your calendars. And of course, let's check the time as well. Okay, sorry about if the screen went a bit jerky there, if it did. So yeah, good thing about this area, if you come here at night, there are light lanterns there. Maybe that's my gimmick of the actual afternoon. Lanterns. Or maybe that's my gimmick on my videos in actual fact. There's a play park over there. It has changed over the years. It's been completely changed since I was over here. It's over in that sort of direction there. Definitely worth taking your kids down there if you've got any families with kids. Beautiful trees that surround this beautiful area. It's a nice little walk here, actually, to be fair. So there's two ways you can actually get to the sports centre, which is not far from Eringhausen or Eringhausen way. I keep pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, that's where we're ending up very shortly. Thought I'd do this on this kind of live here for the first time, because it's actually more clearer than it is on the StreamYard, and it doesn't break up as much depending on where you are. Julian says he knows where we are. He's actually watching in space, watching in Scotland actually at the moment. So yeah, how is Scotland these days? Very windy, is it? So yeah, he knows exactly where we are. Can you actually hear us, Julian? Or actually hear me? Has it been there? I've been there many times. So yeah, apparently this bit here, as I walk under this tunnel, let's hope the signal stays with us, and I pray that it does. The actual, I'll tell you in a minute, but of course this actual bridge used to be the old disused railway. So if you remember, of course, we done the East Town Park Railway walk. I don't know if it is still available, but we'll probably do it again anyway, to show you exactly in more detail. But as we go slowly underneath this bridge, my point is that somebody told me it's the most haunted part of the bridge underneath it. I don't know how true it is. If you see any orbs, let me know, but you probably won't see anything during the day. You can see by the walls, it's a bit scary if you come here at night. It might be a bit spooky for some people. Look at that graffiti on there. Amazing. And this is the main kind of bridge here. It's been here since the Dr. Beeching days, because it used to be a railway back in the day of Haverhill. I think a lot of people don't realise how famous Haverhill is, actually, if you think about it. But yeah, you heard my echoed voice. You get a beautiful angle here. The signal didn't actually go for a change. Signal's pretty much good in Haverhill in most parts. So this is the car park to the left here, just near Eringhausen Way, which is the road just behind it. There's I would say, a tennis court here. I believe it's free of charge, or maybe there is a fee that you have to pay for the sports centre. So yeah, I'm heading towards the sports centre now. I think it's the Abbeycroft Sports Centre, or it's just the leisure centre now. I don't know what the company is now, because it keeps changing. I believe it is open for swimming, but this is the main AstroTurf. I'll show you the AstroTurf now, if I may, if I must, but no longer. That's all you're going to see. I nearly tripped over there on that little log thing there. So this is the AstroTurf. There's one similar to this in Cambridge, which is actually, I'll tell you, quite extraordinary. It's the one at Chesterton that I used to play football. Used to be a goalkeeper, used to be a defender, midfielder, striker. Yeah, I used to be all of those, but yeah. It was Chesterton Sports Centre, the AstroTurf. It's very much similar to this. So if you ever play football, you've got your goal here. You can even pretend to be Jordan Pickford if you really wanted to. Or you can be Nicole, if she's watching and listening. So hello to Nicole, by the way, if you are tuned in. She might tune in now and again. But yeah, wishing her well, whatever she does. So yeah, beautiful day, and this is what you get to see here. So it goes all the way around this fence here, and of course I'll go back slowly onto this path here, and yeah, it takes you onto a complex area kind of thing, like a leisure complex, but it's not actually a shopping centre as such. It's just a little bit of a square kind of thing. I'm glad I didn't end up going at Chalkstone Square, because I actually done a video. Well, actually I took that video down, didn't I? Or maybe I still kept it, I can't remember. But yeah, I might actually do it again. But there actually is a video of the disused pubs, if anybody wants to check that out as well. So definitely worth it just for that. So thank you very much for tuning in to Touring With Us. Yes, Julian's been following me all the way right behind me as well, in spirit. So yeah, anyway, welcome along to the channel. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Maybe one day Julian Spoons will do his own video on his phone, because he's got a similar phone to this, and one day he'll be able to do it. So we're using 4G, just in case you're wondering, and the signal seems to be okay most places, or in most places of Haverhill in Suffolk in the UK. More trees to look at just to the right here. Ah, saw you before, didn't I? Yeah. Check us out. They're mobbing us. So, yeah. Perhaps I should get the Touring With Us shirt again. I nearly tripped over. Second time now. It's so dangerous, these paths. I'm not looking where I'm going, actually, to be fair. So, we'll end this walk down in that direction. So, those are the people on those bikes who actually saw us just up the other side on Chalkstone Way, and they're now following us everywhere we go. That's the second time I've seen those now. Amazing, isn't it? It looks like some garage there. I don't know what it is, actually. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments. I've got no idea. I've never spotted that before. Things that you've never seen before, sometimes you spot with the naked eye. So yeah, we're walking through this way. We've got Subway down here, KFC to the right. We'll see it in just a moment. We will get to see it, don't worry. And don't panic, because we are just round the corner from that sort of glorious sort of square. Did I call it a complex, or did I complicate you? Anyway, wonder where those stairs lead to. Used to be a party area at the top there. We used to have parties there. I don't know if they do them now, but of course I remember that many years ago. And this is the other side of the AstroTurf here in glorious sunshine. You don't often get to see it in glorious sunshine. Look how tall these football goals are. Much better than the ones in the Premiership, I've got to say, because I don't like them square ones. They're too big. You know, I prefer those old Anfield type of goals. I really do. That's my opinion. Maybe Julian agrees with me on that one. There's some benches there I'm coming up towards, and the sunset is beautiful here. Really amazing. So yeah, like I say, coming up to this area here. So I do hope actually you have enjoyed this walk so far. We nearly come to the end of the walk, not far off now. This is on the second part, if you like, or just welcoming you back, whatever part you're watching. I don't know, I've lost count now, because actually at the moment it's been 2 parts that we actually got cut off because my battery went sort of crazy. Even on 20%, it completely went dead on me. So yeah, I had to reset, put my charger on and all that kind of thing. So it was quite amazing. I've managed to return the stream to a second one, and bear in mind, whenever people watch us, that can happen at any one given time. That's all you need to know. So let's go back. Sorry about this. I'll flick over. It's much easier to flick over when it's actually like this. So you've got some advantages and disadvantages. Julian, do you know where we are now? Yeah, this is the main benches. They probably need updating here, but they're probably still good to sit on. But who would actually sit on rough stuff like this? Oh, it's absolutely disgraceful, isn't it? But there you go. I'm not the council, so of course maybe they've got better money, better things to spend their money on. That's what they probably think. Subway is open for insides now, which of course has been for quite some time anyway, but just thought I'd remind people that they can sit inside and they don't have to wear these masks as well, which is great stuff. So many people not wearing them now, which is such a great thing here. Some people choose to wear them. It is a choice, and make sure you stick to that choice as well, whether you want to wear a mask or you don't. The wind has now died down. So this is a beautiful sort of leisure complex here. I would say it's the Haverhill Sports Centre, the leisure centre. It actually does say there. If I zoom in, you'll be able to see it more detailed there. Can you see that more clearer there? It says the leisure centre there. I don't even think it's part of Abbeycroft. Or I think it is actually. I might have been right by that. It does actually say on the door. So that's the main entrance. It's changed over the years so much times. There is a flume site on the other side, and I've seen flumes on social media, and of course the flumes on there in Europe in some places are just really big, and of course it's amazing. I see a police car there, probably watching us on YouTube. But yeah, free delivery. Didn't know that. No, the subway, beg your pardon, easy to get mixed up, and even subway on an underneath path. But of course they do deliveries. That's what I'm trying to get at. I didn't even know they did that actually. So there you go. You've got Prezzo down here as well, which is quite useful to know. KFC to the right. I don't know if you can see that very well because the sun is shining directly in my stream. And you've got loads of buses entering the bus station of the Haverhill bus station. Make sure you use a bus. Don't bother with your car anymore, just use buses. And the more people use buses, the more we can have X13s, and we can get direct to where we really want to go. Save having to pay for taxis as well. Can't say the words. I know taxis got to earn their living and all that kind of thing, but of course on the other note, it's so interesting to tell you that of course it's good to get different types of travel, like of course a bus or a train, or some people use aeroplanes. But like I say, this is Prezzo here, and yeah, you probably get a good present in there should you want to use it. I don't know how many people are in it now. I don't know if it's actually closed. It looks closed to me, but of course I believe it's not open, or maybe it is, I don't know, but of course yeah, it looks pretty much closed at the moment. But there's another little place I want to show you, which I have showed you on the StreamYard, but the signal wasn't so great. It's actually in place of Frankie and Benny's, which Frankie and Benny's, to be fair, is still in Bury St Edmunds. I don't understand that. They've still got some Frankie and Benny's still open. It's the Crunchies Turkish cuisine. I don't know if that's open either, but probably open more at night. But shall I check out the menu and show you that? I heard that somebody had a tour around here and had a look round, but this is the main menu here. What you get is what you see here. You can even buy a chicken burger. Of course, if you can't see that very well, I'll tell you, chicken burger is £13.95, the most expensive here. It's as though that people in Haverhill have got a lot of money. You can even buy pizzas, which you can't actually do in Wetherspoons at the moment. You can actually buy chips, which is nice, rice for £2.95. Some of the English dishes there. Potato wedges for £2.95 on the sides. Alright. And the hot drinks actually are espresso £1.80, just there. Cappuccino for £2.80. And Americano, cafe latte. Good to know actually what these hot drinks are, because sometimes when you go to the bar you get sort of confused and don't know what each one is, so you have to sort of go for the nearest one or the cheapest one. So there you go. Dessert menu as well, which is quite nice. You've got your kids menu as well, which is quite useful as well. You've got your salad as well. Oh, Nick Dean is tuned in. I did see you on there, and hello to you. And of course, I'm glad you have spotted us for a change here. I don't know if you've been watching our YouTube channel on at 8 p.m. We've had a few sort of technical issues, and hopefully they get resolved when you see us tonight. And we want to be live on air tonight and catch up. And maybe, of course, you've seen us, but you haven't subscribed to us. But yeah. We appreciate people watching us even if they haven't subscribed. So yeah, nice to see that you're tuning into us here. Live kind of webcam, which you don't often get to see because there's no webcam of Haverhill, because we're not a seaside resort. You can see people are queuing up to go to Cambridge or various other places besides. You see it's queuing up more so than it is of petrol. We were doing a report yesterday, but the weather wasn't that great, but we did it. But we were live over there, and it was pretty much amazing. And this is the Cineworld here, just in case you haven't noticed. It's actually got Cineworld there, just on the top there. And you can get unlimited cinema for a month. People have been screaming out for cinema tickets there, which is just amazing. Yes, Nick has been watching, so we'll give you a shout out even if you are not watching. So yeah, we'll give you a shout out both ways. So yes, you have been tuning in, so yeah, even to our YouTube channel. So yeah, that's great. Anything that you do miss tonight, or actually on our shows at any time, will be on the YouTube anyway. We'll have to do this in two parts because, you know, it cut off earlier, which was quite extraordinary, really. But one of those things, it just happens in life, and the beauty of live stream here. But when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. But of course, apparently the signal's okay in this area. If I was to go in Bury in some parts, it's a bit dodge, or it's a bit sort of funny. Yeah, I don't know what the signal is like in Dis, if you've ever been to Dis. We're using 4G most of the time, and it just tells you to reconnect when you go underneath tunnels. So, yeah, we'll have to just do a video of that. So, we're going to end it here now, sadly. I'm going to sit on this seat here, because I'm going to catch up with Julian Spoons in space. He has been following me, but then I lost him somewhere. But, yeah, like I say, it's been a pleasure coming to this leisure centre here, looking at it outside. So as I say, Nick Dean has been watching, as he clearly says there. He says yes, been watching. So yeah, who else is watching this afternoon? Do let us know. Do let us know in the comments. Excuse me, I've got a cough on my side. It's not COVID, by the way. Although about 4 weeks I did have it. Of course, I'll tell you a little bit of a story about that. I had it even though I had 2 jabs, all right? Okay, so I can't explain what the flu was that I had. I had it when I started filming in Ipswich. Hopefully when I go to Ipswich again, I won't get the flu again. But when I went to Chelmsford, I felt even worse. and I had to go to the holiday destination to complete the actual filming that we did. We only did a video instead of a live. I didn't actually feel like doing a live at that time, but next time we go to Chelmsford, we hope to do that, so that'd be great. I've got another cough coming up, got to get rid of it, so yeah, better out than in. So yeah, check out the videos of Chelmsford. I'm going to put those into just a whole one, because I've got them in 2 parts there, maybe in 3 parts actually. So yeah, it's worth checking out when I put it up in the whole. So plenty of things to do. Yeah, don't forget also to check us out at 8 p.m. tonight on YouTube Live, this time directly, because we've been doing it directly Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. We did an extra one on Tuesday just because we had a technical issue, and we had it again on Tuesday. Let's hope that things run smoothly tonight, and we will do our polls. We've got the star of the show as well, so Nick Dean might be the star of the show if he shows up on there, if he can put a comment on there. And make sure you subscribe to us as well. That's why it's key to subscribe. Maybe that's why you can't comment. Make sure you try and work out how to subscribe to us, because it's very key that you do. It doesn't cost you a penny. It's not like the Sky subscription, and all it costs you is if you want to donate towards us. That's all it really pretty much does, really. And of course, all that your monies, I know Nick Dean has donated in the past. He donated on PayPal, which was really grateful. I think it was £20 that he gave us before. That was great, and that went to great causes as well. He won some prizes as well, which is fantastic. Everybody's been a winner, really. Every one of you actually that comments on our channel and our YouTube page has been a star, really, pretty much. You've been excellent, and we've been growing in numbers, but very, very slowly. We haven't got to 1k yet, but of course when we get there, it'll be a proud sort of moment, and perhaps we'll have a disco party if we ever get there. But of course, even if we get the halfway mark to 500, that would be really, really going to the right level. So if we can spread the word, get people to subscribe to us, the more people do that. We've got over 200 anyway, and that does help support the channel in a great way. And we thank every one of you for doing that and sticking by for those people who have. It's been coming and going, we have to admit that, but we are in our early stages. That is probably why, and we need to be more discovered. Going to leave you, sadly, now, because I'm going to leave you with, of course, a beautiful view. Oh yeah. Give us a wave. They're all gone shy. Live on YouTube and Facebook there. You do get the odd shy ones. Somebody was shouting behind me there. So, gonna have to leave you with the beautiful view here. That's the 18 bus, by the way. I just want to say that. And that's the 18 one that comes from Clare to Haverhill. It used to be the Beeston's bus that used to go direct from Haverhill to Sudbury on the 236, but instead you have to get the 236 Chambers from Clare after you've been dropped off in Clare by the 18 bus, which is that one there, and you have to wait about 20 minutes, which is absolutely daft, but there you go. Thank you so much for those who have stuck by us and watched us throughout our time, even through lockdown, as in lockdown. But yeah, even someone spotted us in Haverhill once, and once told us that, you know, he'd been watching even before we started touring with us, because we were under different names, under Lumen's Platform, Exploring Places, all those kind of things. We might return with those as a special DVD. We thought we might do that one day, a DVD for anyone that would like to purchase one, like the best of touring with us and Exploring Places, that kind of thing. So if anybody would be interested in that, that'd be great. Something different for the channel, and it will help support the channel, everyone that purchases one of our goods. So it's all well and good. What I would like to say is a huge thank you to everybody, including Nick Dean, who's been one of the donators towards us, which has been mentioned quite a lot of times on our YouTube channel. Actually, we do mention that, everybody that has donated to us, and we had recent ones from Tony and Sam, who donated £25 each, and of course Julian donated £5 extra. We're still waiting for one lot of payment to go through, but one did go through. So, yeah, I'll have to speak to GoFundMe on that one. But, of course, if anybody wants to donate direct on PayPal, they can do it. Small letters, nclouds@hotmail.co.uk. It goes straight to the bank in that sort of way. Okay, going to leave you with the last glorious pictures here from Eringhausen Way in Haverhill, from this webcam-looking view, from Nick Coffey, and a bit of Julian Spoons, because he did actually comment earlier. I don't know if he's still tuned in. We'll say goodbye and ta-ta. And maybe he can come in the chat actually and say hello. Julian, can you come in? Invite yourself. Oh, maybe I can't actually invite guests in. Allow guests to be in your broadcast. Maybe you've got to invite yourself in. I don't know. But, of course, yeah, maybe I'll talk to you at the Drab and Smock. But yeah, I'll see you soon, Julian Spoons. And don't forget, 8 p.m, of course, tonight, Julian Spoons. He's got to be there in the hot seat. And hopefully, of course, he'll have plenty to say. And your positive and negative feature, as well as the other feature, which is a brand new feature, of the star of the show. Could it be Nick Dean? Yes, Julian is there. Absolutely brilliant. So catch you all later. This is the webcam view of Haverhill. I'm not going to move it anymore. I'm going to leave it on that one. An ambulance going in the distance there, probably heading towards Sudbury. You don't know where these are heading to. It looks like an emergency of some kind. So we'll leave it just for a couple of bits, as in a couple of seconds. You can count them. Or a couple of minutes, you can count them. Live from Eringhausen Way in Haverhill, we'll say ta-ta for now. Thanks for your company, and thanks for watching on YouTube or any other valuable source. Bye, Nick. Catch you later. Hopefully you can tune in at 8 p.m. on YouTube Live. Q&A tonight. If not, you'll see us on the replay.